Welcome back, everybody. Episode 52 of the FullRange Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Johnson. Happy Halloween, everybody. I really hope everybody can hear me right now. No clue whatsoever. This is probably going to need to be edited severely. I want to say thank you to everybody who listens each week. Today is the season 1 finale of the FullRange Podcast. 1 entire year of episodes every Thursday. Next week, season 2 begins. New guest, all sorts of good stuff. Lots to talk about today on this week's episode. We're bringing in many guests. We're going to keep this as quickly as possible this week, but it's a season finale. It's supposed to be a big deal. It's supposed to be. So, again, thank you to everybody who's given us some loves. Thank you to Ole Walls House. Check his podcast out with Jordan Wollenberg. He'll be joining us today as well. We got lots of good stuff for you today. Ole Walls House Podcast, FullRange Podcast, shop, ole-walls-shop.fourthwall.com. Check it out. Give him some love. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. It is Halloween. It's the last episode of season 1 of the FullRange Podcast. Not that it's anything different, but we're enjoying it. I got my Darth Vader on, at least some of it. It's going to be a great show. Thank you again. If you're checking for us on socials, at the FullRange Pod, don't forget our Remember When Wednesday. Don't forget the 31 spooky movies of Halloween. All the ratings are on there. I promise I'm uploading. I'm just slow about putting all that stuff together, but I promise it's coming out. Keep checking us out, and we'll see you on the other side. Give me 1 second. And our first guest on the season finale, episode 52 of the FullRange Podcast, we have Coach Jordan Clark. First of all, Jordan, congratulations on the wedding. I know it's been a while since you've been on the pod. How are you? How are you doing? It's good to have you.
Hey, MJ. Yeah, dude, it hasn't been a while since I've seen you personally, like you just said with the wedding, but it's been a while since I've been on the pod. It was a long 3 months. It was a grueling 3 months being a head football coach and, the wedding prep, but, it was a successful first season in my opinion, and I'm married to the love of my life and happy, and I'm glad things are kind of calming down for a little bit.
That is fantastic, dude. I've been so proud of you. I know I've mentioned it on the pod before, man. It's so much fun to seeing you do the things that you love and around the people that you care about and that you love. It's fantastic. So we're going to talk a little football today. We're going to talk some high school football, kind of year 1 with the new program at Penn Manor. We're also going to talk some college football today. I know you're a big college football guy, so we're going to kind of run through some Saturday games, and one in particular that means a lot to your good friend MJ here. So, first of all, before we get started, in the intro, I didn't wear this for you, but let me show you something. Hold on.
What you got? I can't really see it. Dude.
It is Halloween. It is Halloween.
Yeah.
I had my Darth Vader on. This is a pretty legit little helmet, too. So I got to ask you. I'm going to ask all the guests today on the show,
right.
What's the best Halloween candy?
Oh, the best or my favorite?
If you're a trick-or-treater, you go up with your costume, you knock on that door, and that stranger with the candy bowl offers it to you, and you're like, that's the one that I'm most excited for. Which one is it?
I would be between a Reese's peanut butter cup and a Twix bar. They're my two favorite candies.
I love it. So let me ask you this. I'm 100% behind you with the Reese's. What's the one that you're like, if there's a bowl of it, you're just like, God, this is going to go to like my brother, or like, I'm just going to throw it away.
Is Almond Joy the one with coconut?
Yes.
Then Almond Joy. I hate coconut.
Yeah. I'm not an Almond Joy fan either, actually. Yeah. You know what I don't like? I don't like the I'll be honest, I don't like when people give out like granola bars and stuff, but if it's like, if it's candy, like a Tootsie Roll, like one single Tootsie Roll kind of is like, okay.
A loose Tootsie.
Like, did you just buy one bag and you just, anyways. Yeah. All right. Let's talk some football. So my season of basketball will be starting soon. Your season ends. First of all, just tell me or tell the listeners what's maybe a quick minute or so of like kind of a recap of the Comets season there in Penn Manor.
Yeah. So, I mean, we play in a really hard section. We play in Section 1 in Lancaster, Lebanon County, which is all 6A schools. We are 3-7 this year, but a fun fact about that is 6 of the 7 teams that I know. Yes.
Yep.
6 of the 7 teams that we lost to are playoff teams. We lost to number 9 in the state right now, Wilson. We lost to number 10 in the state, Manheim Township, where I coached before. But, we kept games close, and we finally got our respect at the end of the year. Beginning of the year, no one gave us a shot. We were ranked second to last in the section. We won 3 games. Like I said, we beat Reading by 30. We beat Littlestown by 33. And then we just beat McCaskey by 48. And we only got mercy ruled once this year. Last year, they got mercy ruled 7 times. And our only mercy rule was a bullcrap call at Wilson. But anyway, last year, that team, Penn Manor, scored 92 points. This year, we scored 191. So we scored 100 more points than last year. Last year, they let up 335 points, and this year we had 250. So we, allowed 80 less points. So, I mean, all I heard throughout was like we're making progress. And I know we're 3-7, but the season was not a 3-7 season, if that makes sense. We played tough. I mean, we played Township. We were down 14-7 at halftime, ranked 10th in the state. We played Wilson. We were down 14-7 at halftime, ranked 9th in the state. We were winning in the third quarter against Dallastown. Game kind of got away with us at the end, but just got to give props to the kids too. I mean, they had to learn a brand new offense, a brand new defense, a whole new coaching staff. And talent-wise, were we the most talented kids? No, but I truly believe like we played the hardest of anybody else we played. So proud of them. We bring back a lot of talent next year too. So I'm excited.
That's awesome. Since you just brought up the group for next year, how many seniors are you guys losing this year?
We lose 11 seniors. We do lose all of our offensive line except for one kid. But, I mean, we bring back our quarterback, our running back, all of our wide receivers, all of our linebackers, all of our secondary, our punter, both of our kick returners. And we have a pretty good sophomore team coming up too. So if we can develop some linemen, which is my job, got to find some size in the school. I made the promise to the kids, if they stick it out with the schedule that we have next year, which I helped orchestrate, we will be a playoff team next year.
That's fantastic.
5-5 the playoffs down here. So
yeah, that's awesome. What was your, like, I know you've had head coaching experience before, Wyalusing, and you've coached a lot of different areas, but what was like your biggest takeaway from really some big time football, 6A, playing really, really talented teams, players, coaching staffs on the other side are probably overly talented at times. What was your biggest takeaway from the season? And it can be something small or you just something that consistently happened maybe at work or school or with the players or whatever. So what was kind of like your biggest takeaway from this season?
Probably the biggest accomplishment I've had in my 14 years of coaching happened in like week 7 for us. I mean, I did everything I could, and so did the coaching staff, to get these. Penn Manor is a losing program. Like traditionally, they've struggled for a decade. And the mindset there is we can play with teams that aren't very good, but we're going to get smoked by the good teams. And it was just trying to instill that confidence in the kids. And finally, week 7, like I said, we went to Wilson, who was ranked 9th in the state. Supposed to be a blowout. It was 14-7 at halftime. And I remember after that game, which was, really cool to hear and see, the kids were finally coming up and like, you know what, coach, like, I believe in the program. And you could just see at halftime in that Wilson game, which was week 7 for us, And then week 8, 9, 10, we played Littlestown, which we beat, Township, which we kept very close, and then beating up on McCaskey. Our team grew up, and they finally believed in what we're doing. They're starting to accept the new culture, and that was a really cool couple weeks to see that turn happen.
Yeah, it's it really is amazing when you see that in a team, regardless of record. Because when you were talking earlier about the record being 3-7 and all these things, there can be a big difference between a 3-7 football team that's not competitive, hasn't bought in, maybe he's just relying on talent alone, compared to a team that's like gritty, effort, in games in your 3-7. And, buy-in is one of those things I think you'd agree with, like with coaching in teams. Like if you can get all the kids to be all in on what you're doing, there's no excuses. There's accountability, all that stuff that, we value as coaches. It really, really can make such a huge difference, not just like in those moments, but moving forward for the program. You start to have more of a winner's mentality, regardless of your record.
And it's really hard because I told the kids all the time, like, I'm truly not being like having a coach's cliche here saying like, we're better, we're getting there. Like we really were. And like, you really had to buy into the program. And that by far was the hardest thing for me to break after 7 weeks is like, hey, we're actually not that bad. Like we're not the Penn Manor of the last 10 years. Like we can compete.
Yeah.
And the mental side was way harder than the physical. I also will say quickly, one last thing.
Yeah.
I told the kids after we played Township, and obviously they were up for that game, knowing that I came from there and, the disrespectful things they were seeing in the paper about me and the team in general. Like they were fired up. In my 14 years of coaching football, even though we lost that game 34-13, I have never seen a team play harder than they played that. I mean, they were like in tears and like bloody, and they were like coming off exhausted, but they were going right back out there. It was like a movie. It was inspirational for me to watch how hard they were playing. Like I was in tears after the game, telling them like how appreciative I was, and I told them, like I said, like that was the hardest I've ever seen a football team play. Like you guys have to be proud of your effort. And I said, I don't care what the score says. And I know it's, like I said, it's a coaching cliche. Like doesn't matter what the scoreboard. Like for real, they brought it, and then they brought it the last 2 weeks as well. So, like I said, that click happened. Can we have a successful off season and keep that momentum going? We'll see. But man, coaching is such a rewarding thing to do, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
It really is. And I know we've had private conversations, obviously off the pod of just about like, think about for a second how often you and I send messages, whether in our group chat or to each other, about, hey, we're going to see this former player in college, or we're going to go see so-and-so at the high school level in a different sport that they're going to states for, or whatever. And just having that like bond and being able to see them be successful, whether it's in your sport or not, or at the college level in your sport, whatever it is, like it's the closest thing to parenthood that I've ever felt, where you watch, with my 2 kids, like being able to watch them be successful in dance or whatever it might be. It's the closest possible thing. I really believe that. And it almost feels like they're your like family, like blood, and you're just proud of them. Like it's like a fatherly, motherly like feeling for so many of these kids. And I'm so happy that you get to have that with the kids. I mean, that means you're doing it the right way, and I really appreciate that. So before we move to the college level stuff, I wanted to ask you, you kind of mentioned the successful off-season stuff. Is there anything that you guys have goal-wise in the off-season, or things that you maybe did this year with like kind of a quick off-season stuff, like summer and everything, getting the job and everything, and trying to just stay on your feet probably a little bit? Is there anything that you're going to do differently, or goals that you're setting for, let's say, next spring and summer?
There's a lot that I couldn't get done just with the way that the timeline worked out. But first and foremost, I got to get more coaches. I coached a 6A team with 6 coaches. Most of these schools have 10, 11, 12 coaches, so we need to get some of those. Told the kids when it came down to Wilson and Township, it wasn't that much of a bridging gap of talent. It was the weight room. And
Yep.
these kids don't know what it takes to be a successful program. I tell them all the time, like, I wish I could take you on a field trip to Mannheim, or I wish I could take you on a field trip to West Lawn
Yep.
and let you watch those teams. Because if like you can talk the talk, man, but if you're not preparing your body and your mind from January to May, you're never going to be one of the big dogs.
Yeah.
So definitely weight room training. We're going to do Sunday night football starting in February, having the kids come together, which we weren't able to do as well.
Yep.
Another big one as far as program setting is I'm going to make a very large commitment to get to the PMJC, which is like our Pee Wee football program. Bring those coaches in, teach them what we're doing offensively and defensively, because I want these kids to learn what we're going to do 7 years before they get to me, before they get to us.
Yep.
I mean, you look at the best programs in Pennsylvania. Southern Columbia's D team is running the same thing as their varsity. Dummied down, obviously, with different formations and such, but it's the same philosophy. That is something that I am strong on. But again, it takes a commitment from an entire community, and that's my big offseason goal. And the goal for the kids, again, they know they have the potential to be good. And lastly, we have to recruit. We were a 6A school. We dressed 36 kids at the end of the year. A lot of injuries. We lost our entire linebacking core, but we need more bodies. So I also ended up cutting the freshman program this year, which was taken well by some, not so well by others. But bringing up those ninth graders, recruiting more kids, getting stronger, just, the basic things you need to be successful that Penn Manor doesn't do as well as other schools do.
Yeah. It's a big change. You have a lot of challenges ahead, but they're all really fun at the same time. I will say with the Pee Wee thing too, one of the challenges I feel like a lot of programs might run into is maybe it's just small town too stuff. But
you're going to say what's the correct answer, because
the coaches, like the overturning of coaches. You get like dad or somebody that volunteers for a year or two, and then it's a new staff and stuff, and the commitment to have to really doing that every year to go down and like teach things and review stuff if they're there for a couple of years or whatever it might be. That's probably the most challenging thing. And then sometimes you don't know what's the background of those Pee Wee coaches too. Are they just there because they care and they're there for the right reasons, but how much football knowledge or sport knowledge do they actually have? So, yeah, that can be tough. And last thing before we get to college football, I know you talked about the Mannheim game and week 7 at halftime being down 7 and, kind of having that moment. Was there a personal moment during your first year at Penn Manor that was the most rewarding for you? So I do kind of want you to make it a little bit about you. I know like we talked about the kids and stuff, but was there a most rewarding moment for you in this process?
So I'll say quickly, the most rewarding, I felt was obviously my first win at Reading. I mean, it was a game we were expected to win, big. But just to see that come out the way that it did with the stomping was really awesome. So they took the game ball. Our quarterback took the game ball at the end of the game and chucked it up in the air, and you just saw me. All the kids were celebrating, all the coaches were celebrating. I was just like trying to find that game ball in the air. When it hit the ground, I picked it up and latched on. And the junior high coaches were trying to take it away from me. I said no. Little did I know they were taking away from me to get it all painted up and dolled up. But I'm like, this is mine. Yeah. But unfortunately, it's not the most rewarding, but the most personal moment that I had was our starting safety, who was also our starting outside linebacker. Real good kid. Like I said, we were playing Township, and he was playing his absolute tail off. He ended up breaking his back, making a tackle. And I went out there at the time. Obviously, I didn't know that, but went out there and like grabbed his hand, and he's like just like crying and swearing. The trainer's trying to take care of him. He's like, I gave you everything I had, coach. Like it was
that's
like
it.
Instant tears. Like I had to like walk away for like 3 seconds because I was like crying, and came back and grabbed his hand. I'm like, dude, you gave us everything you had. So
that's awesome.
That was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, that really shows how bought in a lot of those kids were, if not all of them. And that means you're doing a really good job. And I've seen some of the pregame and postgame speeches on Instagram and stuff. Man, you're doing a hell of a job. You really, it's awesome. All right, buddy. So let's talk some college football quick before I let you go. We're going to bring in some other guests here. So we got some big games this weekend. We'll save the best for last, in my opinion. So we're just going to run down, kind of like I do, weekly with the NFL. We're just going to go college football top 25 games. So if they're ranked in the top 25, it can be 10 seconds, it can be a minute, whatever you need. Give me which side you lean, over, under, whatever, and we'll see how you did after this weekend. So we got number 25, Memphis, at Rice this weekend. Rice, a 13.5-point dog at home. Over under 50.5.
Give me the over.
I love it.
Memphis
I actually looked at that and I was like, I think Clarkie's going to probably go with the over there.
Memphis will score 40 points. Rice will put a couple in at home. Give me the over.
This one I'm really interested in too. Number 9, Vanderbilt. I think it's number 9. Yeah, number 9, Vanderbilt at Texas. Number 20, Texas. So you got a top 25 matchup here. Texas, a minus 2.5-point favorite at home, over under 40. I think it's 45.5. Let's talk about that one for a second. So I know like Texas has kind of been a little up and down, not as great as I think people thought. And I think Vandy's been a really big surprise for a lot of people. What do you think about that one?
It's the hardest game of the week to pick. I mean, Vandy's lost one game with Alabama.
Yep.
Texas looked really bad, then picked up a big win with Florida, but then has won 2 overtime games against like lower tier SEC teams the last 2 weeks. Arch Manning's in concussion protocol, so he may not even play. I'm sure that line will switch once they actually get the word of if he's playing or not. But, dude, I have picked against Vandy for years because they always say, like, they're tough. And I'm like, that's Vanderbilt. Texas will win. It's Vanderbilt. Bama will win. I wouldn't want to – I'm not going to pick anything that I'd feel good about, but just for the sake of the argument, I'll take Vandy, actually, minus 2.5.
Okay. Plus 2.5. You get them at plus there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez, plus 2.5.
Well, and that's the weird thing about that line for me is Manning being a little banged up.
Yeah.
Texas not looking great. Vanderbilt's getting all the love. Why are they favorites at home? Texas. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird.
Just because it's in Texas, and Texas win to keep their any type of hope alive for anything, honestly.
Yeah. All right. So we got number 10, Miami at SMU. SMU is a 11.5-point dog at home. Over under 50.5.
SMU plus 11.5 all day.
Okay.
I think it's a one-score game either way. I would take SMU in an upset personally, but yeah, I'm not. Don't put that down as my pick now.
No, I won't. No.
I'll take the Mustangs.
I love it. I think you're going to probably see like normal public just say Miami there. I like that one. West Virginia at number 20. I just circled out of it. 23 or 20. I think it's 23 in the nation. Houston. So West Virginia at Houston minus 13.5, over under 49.5.
Oh man, I'm between the under and Houston. West Virginia's garbage. They are not a good football team. Being in Houston, that's a line that, for me personally, I'm like, why is it 13.5? Like, that's a sneaky line. Like, I don't know anything else besides the fact that it's in Houston and West Virginia's trash, but just give me Houston minus 13.5.
I like it. All right, we got number 16, Louisville, traveling to Virginia Tech. Tech is a 10.5-point underdog, over under 53.5.
That's a very tricky one because it's at night in Virginia Tech, I'm pretty sure. And as everyone knows, like, enter Sandman, Virginia Tech's not a good team either, but just the fact that they'll have that with a ranked team in-house, I'm going to take Virginia Tech plus 10.5.
Okay. We got number 5, Georgia, going to Florida. Florida, 7.5-point dog, over under 50.5. You know, I know you talked about Florida there with, who was it? Texas? Just played Florida, right? Florida's underperformed, fired their coach, right?
Yep.
I mean, so that's 7.5 points, over under 50.5.
They got rid of Sunbelt Billy. Man, again, Georgia's So same thing. Like every single week, I see Georgia's lines always like fishy, like 7.5, 13.5, and I'm like, dude, it's Georgia, but they don't play well. But I'm still taking Georgia minus 7.5. Georgia has to win a couple big games to get into the SEC championship, and more importantly, the college playoff. I think they're like number 5. Is that what you said? 5 or 6?
Yeah.
I'm going to take Georgia. The hook's scary, but I'll still take 7.5.
I like it too. I know, like, after firing your coach and stuff, sometimes things change. But Georgia needs, I think, a big win.
Yes.
Regardless if it's Florida or not. They just need they need to win this game by two, maybe 3 touchdowns. Like, and then they're like, all right, Georgia's back. Number 12, Notre Dame at Boston College. Boston College getting 4 touchdowns, 28.5, over under 56.5.
28.5 is a lot of points.
That is a lot of points.
I mean, Notre Dame's good, but they're not like awesome. Of course, their 2 losses were to number 3 and number 4 in the country, A&M, and I can't remember their other one, but
I think it was to somebody that kind of sucked, though. Notre Dame's second loss.
They lost to 2 really good teams. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They lost to like 3 and 4 or 4 and 5. I'm positive. It was A&M somebody, but oh man, the over/under said was 56.
Yeah.
I'll take the under in that game.
I like it. It's a lot of points.
That sure is, but
especially against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Indiana, number 2, Hoosiers at Maryland. Maryland plus 21.5. Indiana's been boat racing people. Over under 50.5.
Oh man, I really want to take Maryland 21.5. Every time it's a big one like that, Indiana beats them by like 50 or 60 points. So give me the over in that game. I think Maryland will score a couple times, maybe. Indiana's going to score a bunch. Yeah. So I'll take the over 50.
Number 13, Texas Tech going to Kansas State. Kansas State plus 7.5, over under 53.5.
That's my pick of the week. Take Texas Tech minus 7.5. They just got beat by Arizona State. They got upset. They have to win big to get into the Big 12 championship. They need to also win to get into the field. They have a really good defense with a lot of NIL money. They're going to be pissed off. And Kansas State's not great. Avery Thompson, their quarterback, is supposed to be God's gift to earth, is a very pedestrian quarterback. I'll take Tech.
I like it. I almost kind of lean the under in there just because I respect Tech's defense so much there. And Kansas State's had games where they can't move the ball. So
Tech might put up 48 points, though.
True. You're right. Number 15, Virginia, another surprising top 25 team a little bit, just a program tradition, basically. Virginia going to Cal, plus 4.5. Cal, kind of a fishy one there. Over under 52.5.
I am so sick of Virginia. They're not a good team. They just keep winning close games against decent opponents. They did have one big upset win, but it was Florida State.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm taking Cal, a cross-country trip. I'm going to take Cal plus 4.5.
I like it.
No, but I'm taking Cal.
All right, let's go through these next 4 or 5. Just nice and quick.
Okay.
Purdue at Michigan. Minus 21.5, over under 49.5.
Purdue plus 21.5.
Okay. South Carolina at number 7, Ole Miss. Ole Miss minus 12.5, over under 54.5.
Same thing. I pissed off Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss minus 12.5.
I love it. A couple more here. Number 18, Oklahoma at number 14, Tennessee. Tennessee minus 3.5, over under 56.5.
I'll be in Oklahoma in a couple months, so give me Tennessee to cover.
Okay. All right. Okay. Number 8, Georgia Tech at NC State. NC State plus 5.5, over under 57.5.
That's the craziest line of the week, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about that one. NC State, I guess, is really good at home, but I'm still taking Georgia Tech minus 5.
Maybe they're just trying to get us to put some money on NC State. Number 23, USC at Nebraska plus 6.5, over under 59.5.
I want USC to win, and I want them to win big because they play the Cats next week. So I'll take USC minus 6.5.
I like it. Number 17, Cincinnati at number 24, Utah. Utah minus 8.5, over under 55.5.
That's crazy. The fact that it's in Utah, I guess, makes the 8.5, but I'm taking Cincinnati.
I love it. That's another fishy one to me. Yeah. All right, and game of the week for me. Penn State, travel into Ohio State, number 1 Ohio State, minus 20.5, over under 43.5, a low total. I'll just say this. It does scare me because Penn State is still, it's not like their players are bad. That's not real. There's a ton of 4 and 5-star athletes on that team. I understand the quarterback's out. You got a backup in there and all that stuff. But if you were to tell me at the beginning of the season Penn State was going to lose 5 games in a row, I would be like, there's just no way. So it makes me nervous only because it feels like Penn State is at least due to keep this game close to me. What do you have to say?
First of all, I want to say it's your turn because my Cats already beat Penn State.
I know, I can't.
How awesome was that?
It was awesome. On the night before the wedding, too. God, that was cool, dude.
What a gift. A beautiful wife and a beautiful win.
Sorry to the Penn State fans out there, but, you know.
No, I'm not. I know. To any one of you. Dude, Ohio State's defense is going to obliterate Penn State. I mean, Penn State's got a good offensive line. They have good running backs, yes. They couldn't move the ball against Northwestern with that line and those running backs. They couldn't do much against Iowa, even though that was a close game, but Iowa's not that good. They would be lucky to score 10 points against Ohio State. I mean, if I was ever going to look at anything, it'd be total points for Penn State. If it's less than 14 or 15, I'd take that all day. Patricia's defense, no shot. I do agree that it will be closer than people think it will. I like the under or Penn State 20.5, but I still think that I see this as like an Ohio State 24-7 win or something like that.
I would take it.
24-7, mark it.
I got to say, I would love to see a game against a quality defense like Penn State's, which I still think they're good defensively. I would love to see Julian Sain, the quarterback for Ohio State, to really just tear it up. Like, I want to see, like, Jeremiah Smith just dominate. Carnell Tate to catch a touchdown. Like, I just want to see those guys against really a good defense. I'm not saying great, but a good defense and just tear it apart. That's what I'd love to see.
The key to beating Penn State's on the ground, man. Like, Northwestern ran for 200 yards on them. Their secondary's tough, but their middle linebackers out for the year. Their backup is average. Their D-line is, like, they're all, like you said, 4 and 5 stars, but they're young, and they're just in place. I watched an entire video how they were talking about the differences between the Northwestern and Penn State lines, and, like, one's disciplined, one's not. Ohio State's going to run for 200 yards in this game. They're going to shut down Penn State. It's going to be 24. They're not going to – you're right. They are going to cause some issues defensively and make, Ohio State punt the ball or kick field goals, but 24-7, 27-7, they're not scoring more than 14 points against the Buckeyes.
All right. I like it. All right, Clarky, I appreciate this so much. Thank you. We're going to keep the train rolling. We're going to bring in our next guest. Thank you so much, Clark. Anything else for the greater good?
Hey, tell the rest of the guys I said what's up.
I will, buddy. I will. All right, take it easy, bud.
Go Comets. See you, buddy.
And our next guest on the season finale of the FullRange Podcast, we are bringing in Mr. Joel Miller. Joel, how we doing, buddy?
Doing great, MJ.
Doing good. That is good. Mm-hmm. I got to ask you before we start. It's the Halloween episode. A little bit. Anyways, we haven't talked much about it. We brought in Clark, talked a little coaching before you. We're bringing in Wally after you're done to talk some NFL stuff. But let's since tomorrow is Halloween day, what's the candy of choice, buddy?
Ooh. See, I always go with this. Is like whenever there's like a bucket of candy, you take one, you look at them all. Do you go with something savory or sweet? Like,
what are you going with?
I always end up going with a Reese cup.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that's going to be everybody's answer.
Okay, I'm like, everybody's stare at it, and I said, I want it.
It's the best. So what's the candy that you're like, oh, they're giving that out for trick or treat or whatever, and you're like, ugh, like, what are you just like throwing in the garbage? You're giving to somebody that you're like, take this.
It might be controversial. I don't know. I've seen it's like I like certain versions of them, but the little tiny Twizzler things this big.
Oh yeah, the little mini packages.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I like the peelable long ones, but and then sometimes the little tiny cowtails. I don't know. It's like a texture thing.
Yeah, I'm not a
get
big
behind it.
cowtail guy. They're okay. They're not bad.
Yeah.
And Twizzlers, same thing. Like Twizzlers are fine.
I saw a few of them when going out, and I was like, ooh.
The only thing that I don't really, I'm not like a big Almond Joy guy or anything like
Nearby.
that, which I was talking to Clark about that and stuff too. But the ones that really bug me are like the single Tootsie Roll, just like you get one. Also, when people give out like granola bars, like
What are we doing?
I don't want a granola bar.
What are we doing?
I want chocolate, man. That's what I want.
Exactly.
All right, buddy. So we're bringing in you for this little segment of the show this week to do a rank 'em segment. We're going to be drafting some stuff here, little Halloween based. We're going to be drafting some the best villains of all time. So we're just going to kind of chit chat about that. But before we do that, a little NFL thing. So you're a Steelers fan. Read this past week that they're asking Rodgers to basically, Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, to basically asking him to stay on at least one more year. How do you feel about that?
I mean, of what the Steelers have right now,
Yeah.
like, it's not a bad idea. I don't know with the second year how much he would be wanting. Because, I mean, that one deal he did for this year was not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's like he wanted to sign with Steelers, maybe get some help, which they did go out and make some good moves. They seemed like they were making a pretty big roster push for, a run for him and for the team. And I mean, from what I've seen in these games,
he can still play.
Good. It's good. Yeah. He maybe 41 can definitely still throw it. I mean, you saw, I don't know if you watched the end of the one game when they lost Cincinnati.
Yeah.
There's a last second throw. He threw that thing 70 yards.
Yeah.
Like, that dude still has an arm. And I'm very still, happy with his play. Other parts of the Steeler team, maybe not. But we have, Mason Rudolph, who's been a starter before.
You're not winning with him, though.
We're not winning. Like, we're not going on any run with him, but we have a young Will Howard who I know just wants to sit there and absorb as much knowledge and, advice from Rodgers. And I think Rodgers did take Howard under his wing. It's kind of funny. I mean, yeah, he's the youngest one, but like there's two other, quarterbacks there, Skylar Thompson and Mason Rudolph, and it seemed like Aaron Rodgers' connection on the team is Will Howard. Like, that's who he seems like he spends time with, and I like that. That's a rookie guy that's learning from one of the best to play.
And I also think there's power in like what Rodgers. You can say what you will about Rodgers' time in Green Bay, but that time when him and Jordan Love were on the same team, like you can see Aaron Rodgers a little bit in how Jordan Love plays a little bit too. Like they're very like even like the throwing style semi changed for Jordan Love. Like he kind of did like the back foot kind of sidearm kind of stuff and everything. Like I like Will Howard, and I'm glad that he's on like a good franchise, good ran team. And I like that Rodgers, like Mason Rudolph has been in the league long enough, and so has Skylar Thompson. Like let's mentor the guy that hopefully is the future of the franchise. Right? I will say on the asking him to come back thing, and then we can kind of move on to the next thing.
I was just
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, it's interesting that they're talking about that, because this is a year where I feel like because of some trades and doing stuff, they seem like they have a fair amount of draft picks.
Yeah.
In a class that should maybe not. Maybe it looks a little more cloudy now as the college season has gone on, but like decent quarterbacks that should be in this class. And you'd think that this would have been a year, even though they just got Will Howard in a late round, like the potential to get a round one caliber quarterback. But if they feel that they still want to make a run with Rodgers, and like if they don't win a Super Bowl this year and they want to run it back, like
I think, and that's where like I was gonna say, asking him to come back almost feels a little bit from an outside perspective that they're kind of punting this season, that they know that they're not a Super Bowl caliber team. They might be a playoff
And if you're already talking
possibility.
about it, yeah.
But, like, it almost feels like, hey, Aaron Rodgers, like, we want you to come back next year so we can have an off season to, like, maybe try this one more time. Maybe we didn't feel like maybe we do need a little bit more help on defense, and maybe we need another receiver that can separate besides DK Metcalf. And you know what I mean? Like, just let's get some other – it'd be a shame if they didn't have a young wide receiver maybe out of like a Georgia or something that, you know, could have helped them out this season or anything, but they shipped them off to Dallas. So, anyways.
You're like, oh, what a shame.
Yeah, I know. What a shame. What a shame.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's get into the villains thing. Let's do that. All right, let's do a little draft here. So, it's Halloween. We're talking bad guys. You know, bad guys. It's the best thing. I love villains, but like they're typically some of my favorite things in movies and television. Like a good villain can elevate movies and all that stuff, like so much. So I'm going to give you the first pick, Joel. All right.
Okay.
So we'll snake it a little bit. So I do get back-to-backs.
Oh, yeah.
If you're okay with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. So we're going to try to.
Though,
yeah, go ahead.
You said these are like, oh, Halloween. I didn't really go that route.
That's okay. You didn't have to.
I thought of just like
just
movie
bads.
and TV show villain bad guys.
Yep, that's okay.
Because like,
I mean, horror movie people can
horror
also
movies
they're
those,
pretty bad guys. They're pretty bad too. But yeah. So you got the first pick. Who do you got? The best bad.
I think I gotta let you have your pick because
you never know.
I feel like
you don't have to let me get anything. You're trying to make the best 5 villains.
Well, I'm gonna go. Probably just have to go right off the bat. Then
who do you got?
It's got to be a twofer.
Okay, I think I know what you're doing.
It's gonna be Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get it. That's supposed to be 101.
I know. It's gotta be 1-1. Like you think of the most iconic bad guy villain. Did he get a redemption arc? 100%.
He did. Yeah.
But
it's great.
The aura of villain is Darth Vader.
There you go.
So that's number 1. Yeah. There he is.
There he is. That's a great pick, Joel. That's going to be tough to beat. With my first pick, I'm going with the Joker. He's right here. He's right here. That's arguably my favorite movie villain, comic, whatever, TV show. He's great. I love the actors that have done it even more. Sometimes like Mark Hamill doing the voiceover stuff, and
he's
Heath
very
Ledger's
good at the voice. Yeah.
Heath Ledger's performance and stuff in the Dark Knight stuff. I mean, the Joker's the best villain. He just does it for fun. It's awesome. Joker's my first pick. Now Darth would have been right there with him, but I'm going with the Joker. So number 2. Oh boy, this gets a little cloudier for me now. Man, I got some good ones on here. I'm gonna go with. God, this sucks. All right. I know we talked about like the horror film thing. I'm going with Michael Myers.
There you go. Okay.
Good old Mike Myers is going to be my 2. He's unstoppable. You can't kill him. It might be early for him in the draft, but I'm taking my guy. He's my guy.
Hey.
He's my favorite serial killer movie horror guy. So I'm going with Mike Myers.
You can't think of Halloween without
it's in the name
of the name
of
the movie called Halloween.
All right, who do you got?
Well, those who know me know that I am big into this franchise, and
I know it.
Can't. Is he who shall not be named, and that is Lord Voldemort.
I started to write it down.
I mean, if you have so much fear in an area that people don't even want to say your name, you got to be pretty.
You got to be bad.
Heinous. Yeah, you got to be bad.
All right, what do you got for your third pick?
Ooh.
It kind of gets tough.
It does because I don't know Okay, this is number 3. I'm gonna go with a show villain.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Homelander.
What's
You ever
that?
watch The Boys?
Oh,
It's on
yeah.
Amazon Prime.
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Dude,
Homelander.
I mean, if you ever watch it, there's a few seasons now, and they're gonna do their last season here coming up. Pick. I mean, it's just a dude who is a straight like sociopath, but he's like a
This is a new
superhero.
show. This is a new show, right?
It came out a little after COVID, I think.
Okay. Oh, this is like the
Um,
Marvel thing, right?
I think it's Marvel
Yeah.
owned.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like if superheroes were like privatized like
Yeah.
company, and he's like one of the faces of it, and he's supposed to be a good guy, but like he ends up being like, what happens if Superman with all of his powers basically was bad? That's basically what Homelander is. So it's pretty gruesome a
I love
lot of
it.
the time.
I'll have to check
So I
that
know
one
it's
out.
not everyone's watched that, but it's
Yeah.
just when I think of villains, he's pretty bad.
All right. Let's see here. All right, Homelander. All right. So, man, I got some good options here. I'm going to go with one of my favorite. It's an older movie, but I'm going to go oh man, I forget how to pronounce his last name. Ethan's going to kill me.
It's I can guess it right now.
Go ahead.
Is it gonna be
Anton?
Anton Chigurh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
that's a
No
great
Country
one.
for Old
That is
Men.
a great one. No Country for Old Men.
So I never saw that movie until like a few years ago. And it's always one of those movies where it's like, oh, it's iconic. It's like Training Day and like those types of movies. But there's a couple of them that I'd never seen, and that was one.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that movie. Dude, that guy is incredible in that movie as a bad guy.
Oh yeah,
So good, dude.
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, dude. He is incredible. If any listeners have not seen that movie, like you'll understand why he's a bad guy. Like he plays that bad guy well. Like that guy's really good. All right. I'm gonna go a little off the I don't know, off the path a little bit for my next one,
Okay.
just for fun. Just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with my 4th pick. I'm going Scar from Lion King.
He was on here. He was on my list.
Such a good villain, dude. And I'm like,
one.
get the other, like that Mufasa movie shit where they tried to like Mufasa and Scar were not brothers, but then Mufasa like goes into the tribe and saves the day and steals Scar's love interest and all this nonsense. And that's why Scar hates him. Just give me, they were brothers and Scar's jealous. He's just like a psychopath, plans his brother's death just to be king of the pride. And talk about an iconic character for Disney. Scar is my number 4.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
All right, so you got your last 2 picks here with your 4th and 5th pick.
See, I wrote 3 all from the same show.
All from the same show. Okay.
Yeah. But if I had to think of like hate.
Just a bad guy, dude. Or gal.
I'm gonna have to go with, out of the 3 of them, the one that hated the most in the end was Ramsay Bolton.
Oh, that's
Game
a
of Thrones.
great bad guy, dude.
Like, I mean, just brutal.
Yeah.
Clearly. And
dude, there was no one watching that show. If you watch Game of Thrones, no one liked that guy.
no, absolutely not.
Like, but you remember him. And he,
yeah.
like maybe a season or 2, you see him? Like, it just.
And I think, his final episode
Yeah.
is Battle of the Bastards, and I
So
think that's
good.
one of the best episodes.
Probably in television history, one of the best.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome. So that was very, very rewarding when you get to, spoiler alert, I know it's been out for
Yeah,
a
it doesn't
decade, but
matter.
seeing him die,
Yeah.
especially to his own dogs,
Yep.
loved it.
Perfect way to do it. All right, so round out your top 5. You got Darth Vader, Voldemort, Homelander, Ramsey Bolton. It's good. It's a good lineup.
Okay, so I have one who's a villain, powerful, and he should be in a top 5. And then I have an antagonist. I don't know if you would call him a villain. And then I have an anti-hero who's really supposed to be the focal point of something, but he's not a great person.
Okay.
So it's hard to pick, but
So which one would you think I would? So I guess how I would take this is like, which one do you think is just the best villain in that word? Like, who's somebody that's just a bad guy through and through? Probably didn't like him when you're watching it, but maybe like Darth Vader, you've kind of fallen in love with the bad guy a little bit. But
I think I might have to skip it. Might have to put those to honorable mentions. So to round it out, I'll kind of go off of like a one that's kind of in a movie, and I think it's a good movie. I'm gonna go with Hans Landa.
that's a great pick. I had that one
Glorious
from
Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards, dude. Really good. Another really good one. That was one that I was considering for my last pick here. Like that's first of all an underrated movie. Like that's a really good movie.
Good Quentin Tarantino movie.
And he's awesome in it. Really, really good. That's a good list. All right, to round out, I could go funny here or well, since you don't have another pick, some of the ones that I'm considering here. Hans Gruber.
Yes.
From Die Hard. Hannibal Lecter. Really good one. Classic, eat your face, Clarice. Terminator. But
yes.
I don't know. Terminator 2 kind of changes that.
Yeah.
Jack Torrance from The Shining. That's
Jack
really good
great.
One. Green Goblin. Thanos. I'm going to go with the funny one.
Okay.
My 5th pick to round out the bads. Dr. Evil.
That's pretty funny.
Dr. Evil, baby, from Austin Powers. Shit, who did you pick for last? Who did I? Oh,
Hans Landa.
Yeah, Hans Landa. Yep. Was there any ones that I didn't mention that you were like, or that you had down?
A few. I mean, I put Plankton.
Okay, that's really good. Actually, that's really good.
He's a bad guy. I did have Gustavo Fring.
Okay.
From Breaking Bad.
Yep.
And then I had Ivan Drago.
Really good bad guy.
I mean,
yeah,
intimidating bad guy.
Yeah, really good. And he's not likable in that movie at all, really.
No.
Like he's not. I did have another one that's kind of a funny one. The shark from Jaws.
He's an OG villain.
Yeah, he is. It's a great movie too. All right. Joel, you're the man. I appreciate you coming on as much as you have over the course of the first 52 episodes here and stuff. And I'm sure we'll have you on again, and we're going to keep this episode rolling and bring in some other guests. Do you have anything else that you wanted to add for us?
No, I love doing these. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you next time.
All right. Later, MJ.
See ya. And last, but certainly not least, we have the owner, producer, editor, all that good stuff, host of the Ole Walls House Podcast, Jordan Wollenberg. Wally, how are you, buddy?
Good, man. I can't get comfortable in my chair here.
That's all right. You got the hotel vibes coming in for us this week. So for those of you listening, we were supposed to have Mr. Bill Gardner on with Ole Walls here today, but he's got some things going on that just came up. It's okay. Everything's fine. We're still going to go about our business for the season 1 finale here of the FullRange Podcast. So this is a big one. I asked Clarky when he was on earlier in the episode. I asked Joel earlier in the episode. It's Halloween, Wally. What's the candy of choice? If you're a little trick-or-treater, old little Jordan Wollenberg's trick-or-treating, knocking on the door, trick-or-treat, and you get super pumped because of this candy. What is it?
Reese's Cups.
That was a very popular answer. God, they're good, man.
I would say my favorite probably Butterfinger, but you never saw them.
It's true, man.
If you hit me with a Butterfinger,
I love it.
So when
it's just a crunchy Reese's, basically.
So when my mom was coaching, like I would just like live in the gym, and like my dinner, like on game nights, would be like a hot dog and a candy bar and a soda from the concession stand.
Yep.
I used to make them get Butterfingers for the concession stand.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be like, you guys have to have Butterfingers. Like, I'm going to tell my mom that if you guys don't have Butterfingers, she's going to be mad. And they'd be like,
Butterfinger.
We'll get fucking Butterfingers.
Is Butterfinger like an underrated candy bar? Is that what we're saying?
100%. Butterfingers rock.
They do, man.
Like,
they
they're
do.
Awesome.
And you know what? We just had trick or treat this week here in town. I don't remember seeing one single Butterfinger.
You never do.
It was mostly like Reese's, maybe a Snickers in there,
Kit Kat,
then like just all this up. I saw more Almond Joys.
Yeah, Almond Joys are always in those like bags because you buy like we've got a couple for trick or treat this week.
Yeah,
it's like it's got like a big bag and it's got Almond Joys in there.
Man, but that's crazy that you said that one because I almost forgot about it. What about this though? What if you go up to a house, they have the bowl of candy that you can pick from, and what is the one candy that you're just like, God, I hope they don't have this to give to me?
Skittles.
Really?
Yeah, never a big Skittles guy. I'm not like a fruity guy. I don't like fruity stuff.
I'm not a sweet, like soury sweet candy person. Like Sour
Skittles,
Patch Kids and all that.
Sour Patch Kids never.
Yeah. Give me the goddamn chocolate. Just give me the chocolate.
Some peanut butter. You know what else is a very underrated candy bar? The Reese's Fast Break.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They still make it too. I mean, they're out there. Oh yeah.
I thought they were done.
No.
Okay.
Dude, Reese's has
some road time here the next 2 days.
Reese's has some fucking bangers, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, even the Reese's sticks, goated, dude. They're goated.
Yeah, and then they did like their version of like the Take 5, like the ones with the pretzel in the middle.
Yep. Oh. Dude, and I think they haven't discontinued a lot of this stuff. You can still find these things. Food. And now Reese's is in the Oreo game.
Come again?
Wait, you're telling me you haven't heard this?
No.
Dude, Ethan's been all about this in our group chat, man. They have I know. They got Oreos that are stuffed like, instead of the white creamy, they have the Reese's peanut butter inside of it.
Okie dokie then.
They also have Reese cups with Oreo bits in the peanut butter inside the Reese cup, and they got like dude, I've tried both of those. Incredible.
So Oreo isn't owned by because Reese's is a Hershey.
Yes.
Oreo's not.
It's a collab.
Yeah, it's a collab.
It is a collab of all collabs. That's what that is. All right. Well, happy Halloween, Wally. Happy Halloween. By the way,
it's so weird because I forgot to pack my headphones.
Yeah.
Like to not have like that feedback.
Also did this in the opening of today's episode. I showed Clarky this too. Did you?
So I get the emails every time you export them.
Dude, check this out.
I was going to say.
It's like a legit Darth Vader.
It's got the 2 parts. You can put it on like at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Not just 2.
Does it take the face off?
I can hold on. Hold on. We're doing this. We're doing this live. Hold on. It's got this too.
Dude.
So you can like wrap this so it's got like a back. So you wear it like this, you put this on over top of it. When you put this on, it makes a noise. Like, you know, when his helmet like kind of like goes psst.
Yeah.
When I connect
Like
these
an Empire when he's in the thing and it spins around and like puts it on for him.
Yep. And it's got the
one like, does that only happen when that's a part's off?
Yep.
Because I
It
watched
sure
the
does.
video of you doing it with hold on. It was like the regular sound.
Yep, because everything was attached. If everything's attached, he breathes well. If it's unattached, he like wheezes. It's incredible.
Awesome.
It's incredible. All right.
How goddamn good is Star Wars?
What?
How good is the original Star Wars trilogy?
It's so good, dude. I mean, I like that stuff. Like I'm nerdy and like the superheroes and all like that stuff. Star Wars is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Give me a lightsaber. Dude, you should have seen me at Trick or Treat this week, man. I was just chilling on Popovich's porch just with my lightsaber sitting there in that helmet and like
Who had
it was
more
awesome.
fun? Your kids or you?
I don't know. Probably me. Probably me. And so my oldest Marley, she dressed up as Sydney Prescott, and her buddy Ava dressed up as Ghostface from the Scream movies.
Okay, yes. I was like,
So she was like Neve Campbell, and
yep.
yeah. And I was like, no one's gonna know who you are, Marley. You're just like dressed up in like 90s clothes she carried around like a phone, like a real phone, and had like some blood on her shirt. That was it. But anyways.
I like it.
All right, buddy. So you're on the episode this week to do some NFL. We were going to do some stuff with Bill as well. So we're going to go through like the picks and everything. But I did want to bring up two things before we play a little game before our picks. I saw this was like a week or two ago that the NFL is throwing around the idea of more international games. And I wanted to say the number was like 9 of them. They're thinking about going to 9. I don't remember the exact number.
I don't know if this was like confirmed, but it was like speculation. It's like a game for every team.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be like 9.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Not good.
I just feel like
what's going to happen. Like they've tapped the U.S. market, so like the next logical step is like that's what they got to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it because like you look at, and I was talking about this maybe 2 weeks ago on my pod.
Yeah.
I mean, last week was a terrible week in the NFL. Like the games were not good. 2 weeks ago, the late afternoon games were awesome, but the noon games were horrendous.
Yeah.
And like we're like very close to having, outside of like 3 games saving us last week, to having just back-to-back weeks of dog shit because we have 2 Monday night games, we have a Thursday game, we have a London game. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's good for the product.
I don't either.
I think it's good for the NFL's bottom line.
Yes.
I don't think it's good for those of us watching.
Do we? My thing is like, do we really need the NFL to be like this international game? Because I feel like if you're in other countries, you're watching the NFL or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really know if like them playing overseas is going to make a big like spike in like, oh, we're getting a bunch of people in Germany and London now that are NFL fans. Like they were probably NFL fans before, and now just get a game where they can maybe go to, I guess. I don't know.
I'll kind of flip that a little. Have you ever known a fellow sports fan of yours who didn't watch soccer that now does because some of those European soccer teams have played in the United States?
No, not for that sole reason. No. And that's what I mean.
Like I have friends who watch soccer, but like none of it was just because somebody played over here.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels...
And I think the U.S. exports the U.S. pop culture and everything more than vice versa. So maybe it's not a 1-to-1, but I don't.
Yeah. I haven't loved over the years of international games, whatever it's been, like almost 15 years of international games now.
Yeah, no.
Like the games haven't been great. Like obviously if it's 1 or 2 years and the games aren't great, you're kind of like, well, it could just be a random happening. But like we have a pretty good little chunk of games that's like these games kind of suck.
Yeah.
They're low scoring or blowouts or
it's like cool in thought. It's like, oh, you wake up Sunday, you're like, oh, I got football on, like right away. And then you watch it and you're like, yeah, I'm going to go make breakfast.
Yep. Yeah, I got to go to the gym. I got to go run some errands.
Like it's 8:30 for me. So like it's, I get up, I walk my dog every morning. So it's like I get back and I'm like, oh, football's on.
Yeah.
And then the roommate's like, you want to go to the gym? I was like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about this game.
And if you want to, you can just tune on it on your phone or in the gym or whatever.
The gym will have it on.
Yeah. And the fact that the Cowboys and Packers don't usually go over there probably plays a little bit of a factor for us. But
I was just going to say, have the Cowboys or Packers ever been over there?
I don't think so.
No, the Packers went 1 year. The Packers went I think the last Rodgers year.
Oh, okay. Like 21, 2 or something?
22.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I considered, I was like, man, am I ever going to go to Europe? I'm like, this might be the way I get there.
Yep. All right, so this is what we're going to do before we break down the week 9, dude. And I thought about this too real quick before we get into this.
We did we're halfway there.
It's crazy, dude.
I hate it.
It's crazy, dude. I feel like we just did like the NFL preview stuff like on your show and stuff. Like it's just weird that we're on the other side. Yeah. We're on the other side. It's sad. It's very
week
sad.
9 is Week 9's halfway. Week 10 is the other side.
But I'm saying, well, yeah, but like after this weekend, we're there. Like we're on the other side. So I wanted to play a game with you and Bill, but it's just going to be you now. I'm going to have you blind rank some players.
Okay.
All right. And these are all Cowboys and Packers.
Okay. Is it position by position or just
Nope. I'm just going to give you 10 names, and I want you to tell me who the best player is. So you're just trying to rank them best to worst, basically.
Okay.
Yep, 1 to 10. So they're all current Cowboy and Packer players. Now, I couldn't give you a lot of defensive names on the Cowboys, but here we go.
Wait. Is this like best currently, like right now, or are we like factoring future and past in?
Yeah, however you want. What do you want to do? You want to do like
currently, right now?
Yes.
This if you took him for this year,
Okay. Number 1, Kenny Clark, former Packer, now Cowboy.
7.
Okay. Kenny Clark at number 7, defensive tackle. Number 2, George Pickens.
5.
Ooh, okay. All right. George Pickens. Georgia.
No, 6.
Oh, damn it, Wally. Damn it. All right. No, it's okay. 6. All right. Number 3, Dak Prescott.
He's 1 or 2. I'm going to be a homer. He's 2.
Okay. Dak. Number 4, Christian Watson. Just came back.
8.
Okay. So just below Kenny Clark there. I think that's fair. Number 5, Tyler Smith, guard.
God, this is a hard one because he's good.
He's really good. He's a body mover.
What do I currently have?
You got 1, 3. What's that?
Oh, no. Am I still here, MJ?
Yep, you're still here. I got you.
Okay, sorry.
You okay?
What do I currently have set out there?
You got a 1, 3, 4, 6, 9, and 10.
I've got to put him 6 in this scenario.
Okay. Tyler Smith. All right, number 6, Micah Parsons.
As soon as I heard those and I put Tyler Smith at 6, and I heard Ryan shit, I'm so fucked. 3, he's not. You can't put him above a quarterback, and
Okay.
so 3.
All right. Jordan Love.
I'm gonna put him at 1. That was why I kept Dak out of 1.
Micah Parsons is better than Jordan Love. Come on.
We can get there.
Come on. All right. Romeo Dobbs.
So I have 4.
Big
9,
helmet. Yes, 4, 9, 10.
9. He should be above Watson, though.
Okay. And then we got Javonte Williams.
So I have 4 and 10 left.
Yep.
He's had a nice year. He's on my fantasy team, and it's been profitable. I'm going to put him at 10 because there's just some guys out there that I got to leave it open for.
Rashawn Gary.
Oh, yeah, 4. Easy.
Yeah.
That was the right decision.
So
Javonte Williams does not deserve to be 10, but...
Yeah, I'd put him over... Well... Maybe Watson and Dobbs. Watson. Yeah. Top 4, Jordan Love, Dak, Micah, Rashawn Gary. I'd put Tyler Smith over George Pickens. That's how much I respect that guy.
I would too, if I could line it up. Other than that, I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah.
I thought I had it really fucked up for a second, and it turned out all right.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so what we were going to do with the 3 of us, we were going to try to pick the games against the spread this week, week 9, and we were going to try to all pick the same. So if like you and I picked one, but Bill picked the other side, we were going to take our side, like 2 versus 1. Since it's just the 2 of us, let's still do it. We either gotta agree on it or argue about it until we agree on something.
Okay.
All right. So we got Thursday Night Football tonight. Ravens finally got their second win of the season at the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins a 7.5 point dog at home on Thursday. Over under 50.5.
I want the Dolphins.
I like the Dolphins.
The Thursday night away teams have been awful.
I agree. Sure. Yes, I agree.
And I know
I hope the Ravens win.
Oh,
yeah.
Uh-oh. I know it was the Falcons that the Dolphins just beat. But like, if you look back at the Dolphins' schedule, they have been in a lot of games.
Yes, they have.
Like, week 1, week 1 they lose to the Colts, 33-8. But like, we didn't understand what the Colts were.
Yeah.
They hang with the Patriots. We thought they should win that game. We maybe don't understand what the Patriots are. I'm still on the fence about the Patriots, but within 10 of the Bills, beat the Jets, lose to the Panthers, who aren't as bad as we think they are, that we thought they were to start. I still don't think they're good. Within 2 of the Chargers, they have the Browns anomaly where they just get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
Then they beat the Falcons. So, like, there's some stinkers in there. But, like,
they can get frisky.
They still got Octane. They still got Waddle. Like,
yeah. Tua played better last week.
Yeah. Tua's got, like, 2 seconds, and he just checks down.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, when they try and go deep with Tua, it's like, don't. He's going to get murdered.
I'm still not sold on the Ravens' defense. I think the Dolphins can score. Yeah.
The Ravens may just be too old.
They might be. Yeah. I'm disappointed in them. But also, I wanted to throw this out here. Anytime touchdown, Derrick Henry, minus 240. I mean, it's not even worth it. Who's doing that? I do like Lamar apparently is playing.
For now.
Yep. He's plus 160. But Waddle's plus 145. That could be a nice little.
What's Octane?
Minus 150.
I was going to say he always.
Yeah. All right. So then we got 1 p.m. on Sunday. Falcons at Patriots. Patriots minus 5.5 at home. Over under 45.5.
Who's playing quarterback for the Falcons this week?
I think it's. I don't know. Is it
it
still?
Cousins again?
I think so.
I mean, either way, I like the Patriots.
Me too. I do too. I that was one where I was like, man, 5.5 is kind of weird. Like, it seems like that should be like a touchdown game the way the Patriots have been playing. So it's a little fishy. But at the same time, I'm like, sometimes you just got to take good teams.
Yeah.
And I think they're good. Like, I don't know if they're great, but they're good.
I'm still fleshing this thought out, and I think I'm going to get there by my next pod. I got to the point of where I was like, there are half the league is bad,
Mm-hmm.
and half the league is good. And then there's tiers within that of like, of the bad teams, there's like really bad teams.
Yep.
And the Falcons are on the edge of like the really bad teams.
I agree. They're like right in the middle. It's weird. I don't know. Quarterback play, man, plays a big factor. Panthers at Packers. Your Packers, 13.5 point favorites, over under 44.5. I do think, I don't know about Bryce Young if he's going to be available. It might still be Andy Dalton.
Mm-hmm. 13.5 is so much.
Mm-hmm.
And the Packers have this gear that they can get to. And we've seen it in spots, but we've seen like this other low gear that they get to that's really bad. I'd be more apt to just take the over in this game.
Okay.
44. Like, I think the Packers get to 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They scored,
I kind of
scored
agree with that.
27 or more 5 times this year.
Yeah. I'm on the Packers here, I think, dude, especially if Andy Dalton's playing. I think Bryce Young at least gives you some mobility against that defensive front in Green Bay. But I think Dalton makes at least 1 or 2 mistakes in
The
the
catch
Packers.
is though that the Packers don't turn anybody over.
Yeah, this could be the week.
Maybe.
It could be. Panthers are weird, dude. They're a bad team. They're not as bad as I think we thought, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers. That doesn't. We'll take the over. I don't mind that either. Broncos, after beating the piss out of the Cowboys, go to Houston. Houston's a 1.5 point favorite, over under 39.5.
I'll take the Broncos.
Really?
They're the better team.
Okay. Here's why I'm on the Texans a little bit. They're playing better.
Mm-hmm.
They were impressive because I was all over the Niners last week.
I was too, and the Niners didn't have a first down for 30 minutes.
Yes, I agree. I think what we saw from the Broncos offense last week was an anomaly a little bit. They're not putting up 44 against the Texans. I really don't think so.
I don't think they are either.
I am worried about the Texans' offensive line, but I was impressed with the Texans' offensive line against the 49ers. I know the 49ers are banged up, but they can still bring some heat. Mm-hmm. And I thought they held up pretty well. This is probably a stay-away game for me, so I will lean to your side with the Broncos, but I don't love it.
I just think the Broncos are the better team. If you're going to give me them getting points, I'm taking them in that matchup.
Okay. I like it. That's fine. A little plus money there, too, if you go money line. Chargers.
Money line. If I took that game, I'd go money line. I'm with you. I would stay away, but if I took it, I'd go money line.
Chargers at Titans. Titans plus 8.5. Over under 43.5.
Chargers. The Titans are terrible.
They sure are. Dude, this is a weird game, man.
That I'm actually seeing. You said 8.5?
Yeah. Is it 10 now?
I'm actually seeing it up to 9.5. It opened at 7.5. Get it while you can.
Yeah, Chargers.
When it gets over 10, it gets weird.
It does. This just feels like one of those weird Chargers games to me. I don't know.
It could. Like this is one of those games that you're like you have to take the Chargers, but you take it, and the second the game starts, you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Titans score first or something. You're like, God damn it.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweating it out.
Mm-hmm.
Bears at Bengals. Bengals, I got it when I wrote this down. +3 for the Bengals, over under 50.5. I hate this game.
Life's too short to do this, but I think you got to take the under.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say you were going to take the over. I was on the over there. Damn it. Is Flacco healthy? He's a little banged up now, isn't he?
He's kind of banged up. He's old. He goes through these stretches like of late. And really, this is kind of his whole career. It's like he goes through these stretches where he plays really well. And then he plays these games where you're like, this guy sucks.
The Bears defense is a little banged up right now.
It is. And
this is my thought on the over.
Williams any good?
I don't want to pick no, I don't know. But he could be against the Bengals defense because they're the second worst defense in the league.
They are.
Like,
I just think the offense. Well, you're convincing me. I'm.
Let's pray for points. Let's just fill it up with points.
Just throw it to Jamar Chase. I've got him on my fantasy teams. Just throw it to him.
Flacco's going to sling it if he's healthy. Let's just say.
Do not throw it to T. Higgins.
No. Well,
no T. Higgins.
All right, no T. Higgins.
All Jamar Chase.
All right, 16 catches for 178.
And
all right. Yeah. Colts at Steelers. Steelers +3. Weird one. Over under 50.5.
It's in Pittsburgh?
It is in Pittsburgh.
Oh, I hate this one. I hate this one so much. Because everything about me is saying take the Colts. This is such a Pittsburgh stretch in a Mike Tomlin coach team where they could have been, they could have got the 4-1 or 5-1. What would it have been? They could have got the 4-1.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like now all of a sudden they're 4-3. Wait, no, what are they? What?
Weren't they 5-2?
Where the hell?
And then they just lost to go to 5-3.
They're 4-3 now. They could have got to 5-1 the other week.
Yeah.
Now they're 4-3, and now all of a sudden they're going to be 4-4. Is what this feels like.
Yep.
And then at the same time, it's like Rodgers is going to lose all those games, 3 games in a row, and it's like the Colts, but it's like the Colts are good. Like, did you see the holes the Colts line was opening up the other day?
Yeah, like literal tractor trailer size holes.
Yes, literal. I legitimately could have gained 10 yards.
Maybe 5.
No, I could have gained 10. I usually I could maybe get 1. Like, I'm not the guy who's like, I could get 1 yard. It's like, no, I would lose 7 yards every time I touch the ball.
Yeah.
I would have gotten 10 yards through some of those holes.
This is Colts.
The Colts.
This is the Colts for me, dude. Listen,
and then when they lose, they'll be like, how did I bet against Aaron Rodgers again?
But I will say I've lost too much money this year on the Colts because I wasn't on the train quick enough.
Yeah. This is kind of my thing, though, where it's like there's 2 different caliber of teams in the NFL. And I think the Steelers might be like borderline in like the good versus bad split. And I did it on my pod this last week. It's like almost like 50-50. But they kind of stink.
Dude, I think that Colts defense is going to handle it. I think
the Colts defense is good. The line just crushes people. Jonathan Taylor is playing incredible. Indiana Jones is just he's an MVP. Like, he's in like the top 4 MVP candidates right now.
Yeah. Dude, so this is my thing. And then we'll move on. This feels like, Steelers just lost to the Packers at home, prime time. That's where Mike Tomlin gets some money there. They're underdog, all this stuff. Now they're at home again. We're going to get people to bite again.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give you, they can cover a field goal against the Colts at home. I don't think so. And I could be wrong, but I'm on the Colts -3. 3.5 scares me a little bit, but 3. 49ers at Giants. Giants a 2.5 point underdog, over under 48.5.
I hate this game. This is my least favorite game of the week.
I know where I'm going, but
I think I know where I'm going too, so you say it first.
Under 48.5.
Okay, I'm there.
You all right with that?
I'm good. Totally good.
What were you thinking?
49ers.
Okay. Little bounce back spot, maybe?
Bounce back spot. Giants don't have Scatabo.
I just think this is going to be like an ugly 20-17.
I think we're going to look back on this year with the Giants, and we're going to be like, oh, remember the Giants like got hot, and then Cam Scatterbo got hurt. And we're going to have that like fond memory. It's going to be like, but it wasn't real.
Yeah.
Like you have those things like you like, oh, remember, like there's like the college football team every couple years. It's like, oh, West Virginia, like in like 2007, like they were so close, and it's like, but were they?
Yeah. Giants are a good team, dude. They're not bad.
There's a future to the Giants.
Yeah, there is. There is.
But they're not
the Giants. All right. Vikings at Lions. Lions minus 8.5, over under 48.5.
Who's playing quarterback for the Vikings?
I think it's McCarthy because it has to be.
It has to be, right? Like he's been dressed the last couple weeks.
Yeah, and now that Wentz is like done.
Dead.
Yeah. I know what I'm on.
Go.
Lions.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the Vikings. I don't. Their defense is good, and that's the scary part. And it's a division game, get more than a touchdown, which is scary. I think the Lions are just going to come out and headhunt McCarthy, and they're going to put up enough points. I do. I think
the Vikings line
23-10 wouldn't surprise me.
At half, maybe?
Maybe. Maybe. I kind of like the under in that game too, though. But
I think the Lions score at least 28 points.
The Vikings defense is solid. It is. It keeps them in games.
The entire game.
That's the problem. Yeah, I agree. All right. 4 p.m. We only get 3 4 p.m. games again. Saints at Rams. Rams minus 14.5 with rookie Tyler Shough getting his first start for the Saints.
I hate the way his name is pronounced, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
It's in LA.
It is.
What's the over-under?
43.5.
Ugh.
Do it, Wally.
Under?
Oh, my God. Ew.
I don't know. Like, do you expect the Saints to score points?
Not really. No. I don't. Honestly, man.
But I'm not laying 14.
No. This is a great teaser spot, dude. Putting a Rams in a teaser. Like, get them down to, like, 6 or something like that. That would be...
I hate these teasers because I'm always like, man, I can tease it up to 19.5.
True, but...
20? 20?
Dude, I could see the Rams winning this game 35-0.
That's why I hate them, because it's like, you tease it up, you're like, 20 points, you should be good, but then you're like,
no.
The Saints are... Like, there are, like, 4 teams that are legitimately terrible, and the Saints are one of them.
Yes.
It's like, I don't care what the point is. I should probably just be like, let's go Rams.
I know. I know.
Because the Saints are so bad. And
I know.
Maybe Tyler Shough, whose name should be Tyler Show.
Or Shoe.
He finds something in his second start.
First start.
First start, second appearance.
Yeah.
I completely defer to you.
Let's go with the under.
Okay.
We'll go with the under. I don't mind that one. Jags at Raiders.
10 is really reasonable.
Yes. Jags at Raiders. Raiders +3, over under 44.5. Raiders coming off a bye, I think.
Jags
-3.
I know you're not a believer in Lawrence, but
no, they are. I think they're a better
really
team.
there either. But
yeah,
the Raiders are another one of those teams that's just so bad.
Jags are on the other side of that 50% of like the good side. Raiders are on the other side.
Yeah, the Raiders are way down it, and the Jags are like
just
on
like
12, 13, 14 range.
Yeah. Big one. Chiefs at Bills. Bills a slight underdog at home, +1.5, over under 52.5.
The Chiefs has been playing good.
Can I tell you my thing?
Yeah.
I watched this because I looked at this line this week before the games this past week. And I was like, if the Bills blow out the Panthers, which they did, and the Chiefs win against, who'd they just play?
The Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders. That line could flip. and I could get the Chiefs at plus money, but it didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm still on the Chiefs. I know Bills normally play the Chiefs well in the regular season.
This is a tough one. I mean, it's the two best teams in the AFC, right?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. Two of the top three, I'd say.
I think the Bills righted them. You know what the problem with the Bills is?
Their defense isn't great.
If you look at who they've beat this year, it's not impressive. Ravens week 1, great game. Lamar kind of, like, in hindsight, like, Lamar probably kept the Ravens in that game more than they should have been.
Yep.
Beat up the Jets, terrible. Only beat the Dolphins by 10, but again, like we said earlier, maybe the Dolphins aren't quite as bad as we think they are. Beat the Saints, they suck. Lose to the Pats, who may or may not be pretty solid. Lose to the Falcons, who are terrible. And then beat up on the Panthers. It's like, what do we really know about the Bills yet this year?
Yep.
It's like, hey, do you play to your competition? The
Chiefs' schedule has been much harder, and they're playing better.
The Chiefs are playing good ball right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Chiefs have been up against, I mean, the last 2 weeks have been Raiders, Commanders, but like they beat the Lions.
Yep.
It's a good win. Lost to the Jags, who, like we said, are, they're okay. Hung tight with the Eagles. Lost to the Chargers, who are a pretty solid team. I think Chiefs is the right answer.
Okay. All right. We're going with it. Sunday Night Football. Seahawks at Commanders, what we all asked for on Sunday night. Plus 3.5 dog at home, Commanders. Over under 46.5.
Seahawks.
I love it.
Seahawks are a good team. They've got one of, at worst, the top 3 receivers in the league in Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yep.
Darnold's continued to play well, building off last year. I think that should be an easy one.
All right. And then Monday night, we got the Cardinals coming in off the bye, going to Dallas. Dallas at least open, minus 2.5 point favorites, over under 53.5.
I like Dallas.
Ugh. I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't.
Talk to me, MJ.
Dude, Cowboys are really bad.
The Cardinals aren't good.
Let me go back because I made a mental note what you said earlier. You were talking about the Panthers against your Packers, and you said the Panthers stink.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers beat the Cowboys.
Okay. It's hard to refute.
The Cowboys lost to the Panthers. Now, the Panthers played better at home. That was with Bryce Young and all that stuff. But they made the Panthers look pretty good, and they're not. They're not good. They just made the Broncos look like Super Bowl favorites, by the way. And I'm not saying
they're a good team, though.
They are, but I'm not saying the Cardinals are anything great. I think they're on the other side of bad. I think both of these teams are.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the Cowboys have not been able to stop anybody. There hasn't been one game. They haven't given up less than 22 points in a game this season. And they've given multiple games of 30 or 40 plus.
Yeah.
To me, I'm like, it's going to take the Cardinals to stop the offense 2 or 3 times in this game. If the Cowboys punt 3 times, the Cardinals win. That's just me being
You can't get on the Cardinals,
fair.
though.
Okay. Do you want to go with the over? Let's go the
over.
over. Let's fucking go the over. Going over. Every
50.
game of the Cowboys.
Is it 53?
53.
So 28-24 does not get it done.
30-24 does.
Okay.
And the Cowboys are averaging
Cowboys
almost
score
31 points
man.
a game against them.
Like, the
Yeah.
Cardinals' defense isn't good.
The Cowboys' defense isn't good?
No, the Cardinals' defense isn't good.
No. It's better than the Cowboys.
The Cowboys' defense is horrendous.
It's really bad.
I'm okay. I'm good with the over.
All right. We're going over. All right. Wally, thank you very much. It's been 1 year, buddy. We talked about it last time you were on.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking so pumped for you, dude.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. All right.
It-
Well, let's have ourselves a Sunday starting tonight. Well, Thursday also, but go Cowboys, go Ohio State. Yep, sir. Sorry.
It's okay.
You're the man, Wally.
I'm resigning what this year is.
All right, pal. We'll talk to you later.
All right, see you, buddy.
Episode 51 or 52, of the FullRange Podcast is brought to you by Party Poopers. We all have people in our lives that are party poopers. Party poopers don't dress up for Halloween or give out candy. They tear down decorations the day after the holiday is over. They often always have the same story and or their situation is always worse or better than yours. Ever get excited about an event, social gathering, holiday, or something that's important to you? Well, Party Poopers will be there to crush your hopes and dreams and excitement. Don't be a fucking party pooper. It's a fake ad. All right. I really appreciate everybody for sticking around. I know this has been a long show. It's been a long recording. I want to thank Jordan Clark, Joel Miller, Wally. We missed out on Bill this week, but we'll definitely have him on soon. We're going to end the episode with some FullRange Podcast mental health minute. And this week we're going to talk about failure. And I know we've talked a little bit about it in previous podcasts and everything, but I thought this was important getting ready for basketball season and athletes. And, you know, my oldest just finished up some soccer stuff. Failure never defines who you are. Everyone fails every single day. I fail so many times throughout my day. I can't even put a numerical number on how many times. Forgetting to do something, making a bad decision, teaching, skipping the gym, not checking up on someone that I should have, coaching decisions. There's so many failures that we have and meet throughout our day, and we don't consciously think about them. But none of them dictate, or at least they shouldn't dictate how we think of ourselves, how we define ourselves. And athletes and people, we need so much external help sometimes, or validation, that we consider failure what we are sometimes, and success is what we are. And the only time that we feel good about ourselves are through successes. But that's not true. Everyone fails. Failure is something that we all do. We cannot let failure bother us. We can't make it let us quit. We can't let it lead to roads of anxiousness, depression. Failure does not define you. Failure only defines us when we fail to respond to that failure. Quitting defines us. Working less hard defines us. Having a poor attitude defines us. Not giving effort, not being empathetic, that defines us. Those things, the failure to act through the failure, that will be the part that defines you. Think of it this way. Failure is your buddy. It sits next to you at the bus stop. It sits next to you at work. It sits next to you in your car. It sits next to you right now as you're listening to the FullRange Podcast. Failure only leads to success. And I want you to remember that. You have to fail to be successful. The greatest people, the most successful people, failed thousands and thousands of times. So it's up to you to respond in failure the correct way. This has been episode 52 and the season finale of the FullRange Podcast. It has been 1 year. We start season 2 next week. We have a new guest next week, which I'm really excited about. I want to again thank Jordan Clark, Joel Miller, Jordan Wollenberg for joining us. We got most of the crew on. We'll bring in Ethan and Bill. We got our new guest next week. Season 2, episode 1. Next week. I want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It means a ton that some of you listen. It means a ton that some of you are still listening an hour and a half later on this episode. It was a big one. I was excited for it. we can't do this without you. I couldn't do it with all my buddies and the people that come on the show, Landon Henry, and we've had multiple people. Dustin White's been on the show. If you haven't checked out those episodes, go back. Find us on Instagram at the FullRange Pod, TikTok, mjohnson7633. Check out Ole Walls House Podcast, FullRange Podcast merch shop. It's in the bio on Instagram and everything. Go buy yourself something. We're not money making or anything like that. We're here, have some fun, talk some sports, talk workouts, talk mental health. It's basically my therapy for the week. And I love each and every one of you. Have a great holiday tomorrow, or if you're listening to it after Halloween, I hope everybody had a safe Halloween. Go out. Don't be a party pooper. Remember, if you fail at something, whether it's parenting, your job, whatever, learn from it, be better from it, and we'll see you next time.